What's up guys, it's Project, and earlier today we got more Defiant Honor news and screenshots, mainly deriving from Famitsu scans covering the new DLC in rather great detail. So if you want to avoid spoilers, click on out now, after clicking that like button of course. I'm joking, but yeah, dip out if you want to be spoiler free. I'll get the thing everyone, well most people, were dreading out of the way first. We are getting another difficulty added. Before they mentioned difficulties, the plural, but it was a mistranslation or something, as Famitsu confirmed it's just one. The new difficulty is called Way of the Enlightenment, which, as you guessed, is even harder than Way of the Demon. Supposedly you have to beat Way of the Demon in order to unlock this mode, so mega sucks for people who didn't get the first DLC. You'll have to get that first, then beat Way of the Demon in order to enjoy Way of the... I don't even know what they can do to mix it up at this point, honestly. Way the Demon added red enemies that nearly one-shot you and stole Emerita gauge on a hit, and also allowed your weapons to go up to level 210 plus 20. So for Woat, hopefully they did something cool or something, I don't know. They'll probably add red enemy effects, but to the entire map itself. Map mods, guys. Come on, maybe. Still no mention on whether all the regions will be unlocked from the get-go like I hoped. So given the current trend, we'll have to slog our way through everything a fourth time. Most people are not happy about that. I'm sure as hell not, considering I have 3 characters I juggle builds around with, so it's not something I'm necessarily looking forward to. But with the bad news out of the way, we'll go on to more exciting stuff. Of course, I don't read a lick of Japanese, so this info I'm sharing is coming from rpgsite.net, which I'll leave a link in the description if you want to read more unimportant stuff. Go right ahead. They've translated the info from Famitsu scans. No idea if this stuff is accurate, but it sounds believable anyways. First off, they confirmed we'll get at least 2 new spirits, Enku, not Enko, Enku, the Keelan horse that you saw before, which is Sonata's main spirit, and the second being old Watermelon head. Yes, we'll be getting Masamene's second spirit, the old man Nararian.
Nice.
Moth Waifu or Moth Trap, whatever it is unconfirmed, but it is seen with Sonata, so supposedly, like Masamune, he'll use both spirits in battle some way. I get the sneaking feeling we won't get the Moth spirit this DLC, but instead in the last DLC, where it'll probably follow and align with Maria. That's just pure speculation on my part though. We got a good look at the new character Sasuke, leader of Sonata's 10 Braves. Very cool looking. He's seen with Tonfa's here, so his set is sure to be the Tonfa set of DLC. Probably the only one, like Shigazane was the only Adachi set. He's also fighting Hanzo in this screen, which is a given considering the DLC is basically Iyasu's gang versus Sonata's gang. But speaking of sets, Sonata is obviously wearing the Sonata set, right? But he's also got a unique spear now, so I'm wondering if they'll update the old Sonata set, the one some of us have now, with a 6th or 7th bonus effect achieved from having his spear. The original set was gnarly enough, but not something you'd wear by itself, so I can see a 7th bonus set being added to it to complete it. That would be very cool. Famitsu also mentioned a 3rd character named Sasaki Kojiro that will face specifically from a submission. He was a special Adachi and supposedly fights much faster with it than you normally could swinging an Adachi around. Speaking of missions though, just like Dragon in the North, it's looking like we'll have the same 2 main missions in big new areas, then the rest of the missions are submissions in a couple new zones for this DLC as well. The first mission is Osaka's castle, where you eventually fight Sasuke, and the second main mission is Sanada Maru, where you fight the big boy himself, Sanada. There was no mention of Maria's role at all in the Famitsu scan, so who knows what's up with her. There wasn't much any new yokai shown besides some fox spirits, presumably will be called kitsunes. Apparently they'll primarily be found in the new submissions in the new Mount Inari location. They'll create illusions to trick your path or something like that. And that about wraps it up for the new stuff shown and mentioned. They did talk a bit about Tonfas. They'll be fast and deal lots of break or key damage, but due to their short range you have to be up in people's grill to do so. Sasuke's will supposedly be special. No idea if the weapons themselves will be special and stand apart from other Tonfas, or whether that's just his attacks that will be special during his boss fight. Supposedly they launch explosives. And finally, they mentioned some new ninjutsu and magic, an Omnio magic that releases wind elemental arrows at targets. Hopefully they give magic some viable stuff to work with to compete with ninjutsu. But yeah, that's all the important stuff. Defiant Honor will release on July 25th for $9.99 USD. They'll be holding a sneak preview stream like they did for Dragon in the North, likely showcasing the new weapon, areas, and enemies, followed by some PvP. That's the day before, on the 24th. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. We'll also likely get a patch that day and of the DLC like we did for Dragon of the North. But that does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. For sure, press that like button while you're at it. And let me know what you guys think of the DLC's content. Are you excited for what you've seen thus far? Are you dreading having to go through yet another difficulty as much as I am? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more Nioh epicness.